Hi everyone, I'm John Mark Ramirez, and today I'm gonna share my reflection about the video of the 1956 high school exchange student debate on prejudice. First, what is prejudice? So in a simple definition, prejudice is an unfair, unreasonable opinion or feeling formed without enough thought or knowledge. Now for this video, I'm going to do a reflection on each of the participants' statements on the topic we're discussing and to share my opinions on the topic. Participants in the discussion include Yuriko Kunishi in Japan, Rognati in Indonesia, Judith Reader in United Kingdom, and Raul Contreras of the Philippines. One common issue that our society faces is prejudice, being hated by several people according to our culture, beliefs, skin color, and etc. Which they think that we are truly different from what they have or who they are. For Ratnati, the Indonesian girl, she has defined prejudice as a feeling of hate. Her speech about prejudice is truly amazing. She even gave an example about her experience about prejudice on how she fought segregation and of black people in America. She thought that America is the most democratic country in the world, and her audacity to fight or defend Asian countries, that we aren't lazy, but we are just not given the chance to be educated. So in my opinion, Indonesian was right with her statements about prejudice, especially when it comes at skin color. I noticed also that the debate was circling about skin color. Her speech ended pretty good, and I believe that whenever or whoever person would hear or watch the video, it would help the person to change his or her perspectives about prejudice. So for Japan, on how she positively answered the question and how open-minded she was on what Philippines has talked about Japanese. She defined that prejudice is like black color versus white color, not white to white. Her response to each question for me is something strong and professional. She also showed her country's experience prejudice to Korean people. So in my opinion, I feel sad about their custom in Japan because they often experience prejudice from other people, but her speech during the debate heightened up my knowledge about prejudice. For the United Kingdom, prejudice in foreign countries is very common. It always happens in any places, and mostly the people who experience these are the black-skinned American. On Miss United Kingdom speech, my perspectives about prejudice in foreign countries has changed, especially when she herself experienced that such things. White skin experience prejudice also, especially if you were new to the place. But despite all of this, she had argued what Indonesian and Philippines about the issue when she said that Asians are lazy. So in my opinion, on that United Kingdom speech about the issue, my perception about prejudice in foreign countries has changed, and I realized that prejudice can happen to anyone, no matter who you are, your skin colors. Race prejudice is always there. At present, racial discrimination, prejudice, and violence against the Asian community and other minority groups have been brewing in some parts of the world. So for Philippines, as we all know, our country has faced several prejudice, especially from foreign countries, and especially during the times of foreign colonization. So we experience brutality, slavery, and we are being forced to do something that against our will. So Raul Contreras of the Philippines is one of my favorite contestants in that debate. He was also responded to prejudice professionally. For him, prejudice is not only about skin color, but the basis of race, grades, and economic status. He was humble about his speech all over the debate session and he responded his views professionally about said issue that for me truly ended nice and overwhelming. So in my opinion, his opinion was life-changing and can also change viewers' perspective about prejudice, and that prejudice bring no good to anyone, especially when we talk about skin colors. We should receive and treat it equally because we are human. And perhaps this video of things discussing prejudice from years ago can help us to be mindful of our own prejudice, their long-term effects on other people, and spread awareness to eradicate ongoing hate crimes that are prejudiced towards one's race. Before I conclude, prejudice should stop because it will affect someone's dignity, his or her confidence of who and what he or she is. We must spread love and acceptance. Despite all our differences, all of us are unique, and that uniqueness made who we are. So you can watch the whole video on YouTube and see the insightful debate for yourselves. Thank you.